We apologize for the inconvenience. I'm being told now that we have just gone on the air for today's contest. For those of you who have been waiting patiently, we want to apologize once again. The live stream is now up and running. This is William Peace University Women's Soccer on the Pacers Sports Network. The Pacers hosting the Ferrum College Panthers. We are at the 20-minute mark of the first half, still tied up 0-0. As the Panthers just put up a good shot opportunity, but Matt Jones was able to stay strong. Now in the midfield area, the ball comes down. Pacers will recover it. Pacers now struggling to move the ball as the Panthers' attack is starting to apply some pressure. Pacers give up the ball once again at the midfield area, and the Panthers will come back up with it. Again, we want to apologize for those of y'all that are just now joining us. Our stream finally went on the air 2 minutes ago. As I mentioned, we're under 20 minutes to play here in the first half, all tied up at 0-0 between the Ferrum College Panthers and your William Peace Pacers. On a beautiful day here at Wake Med Soccer Park. I am Graham Hill. Thank you for joining us on the Pacers Sports Network for William Peace University Women's Soccer action. Matt Jones with a slide and save on the right side of the goal. Scoops it up. The Pacers will get ready to reset. It is a beautiful day here in Cary at the Wake Med Soccer Park. Temperature currently 81 degrees on a day that we will remember those who lost their lives 20 years ago. And we will always be grateful for those who acted bravely to help their neighbors and communities. As we remember the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks to our nation. And we want to thank anybody that's a part of the Ferrum College Panthers community or the William Peace University Pacers community that has an active member in the military in their family, or anybody in the armed forces or in the fire and rescue community. On a day that we never forget, the brave men and souls, the brave men and women's souls who sacrificed everything to keep our country safe on that day, and also their neighbors. And I just want to say personally how grateful I am to live in one of the greatest countries in the world. 118 minutes to play here in the first half. Still tied up 0-0. Free kick coming up for the Pacers. This will be Rainey Green who takes it. She's going to send a line drive to junior goalkeeper Abby Hayes of the Panthers. And off the kick by Hayes. Pacers try to reset. As now it'll be Deasia Jones who passes up to Gabby Jones. Gabby Jones passes it back. Ball is taken away from her. And now, number 15, Adams is breaking away finally. Lily Bates is there as the last resort for the Pacers back line to stop her attack. And this ball is just going to roll out of play. And great job there by Lily Bates to get in the way of Adams and actually force her to kick this ball out of bounds and save the Pacers from a corner kick, or save the Panthers from having a corner kick opportunity, as we'll have a goal kick coming up from Matt Jones. Under 60.5 with the play here in the first half. There's a kick by Jones. Short kick that goes right to the feet of James. But Rogers of the Pacers back line is able to kick this one away quickly. at the midfield area. Rainey Green makes a little contact with Seatlack of the Panthers. And we'll have a free kick coming back up for Ferrum. There's the kick. A lot of air into this one. It's just going to fall into the box off ahead. And then it just goes out of play. Goal kick coming up for the Pacers. As I mentioned, the Pacers have been switching around their goalies so far this season. All three goalkeepers have been played so far in this game. Matt Jones getting back-to-back starts. She was the game-winning goalie in the Pacers' first win of the season, which took place this past Thursday on the road against Johnson and Wells. As Matt Jones had a total of 7 saves in that previous match. So far in today's contest, Matt Jones has had a total of only 2 saves. Abby Hayes of the Panthers has had a total of 4. Pacers out shooting the Panthers on both shots in total and shots on goal. 4 shots in total for the Pacers, 3 in total for the Panthers. 4 shots on goal for the Pacers, 2 shots on goal for the Panthers as Gabby Jones tries to cross this one in as the ball stays on the ground, and it'll be scooped up easily by Hayes. As number 10, Tori Finklia has just checked in for number 3, Rachel Alford. Madison Cruz has checked in for Sydney Kincaid of the Panthers. And also Isabel Desi has checked in for Kyra Delaney of your Pacers. So the clock's ticking away here in this first half. Not a lot of stoppages so far in this contest, even though there's been a total of 8 fouls so far in this first half. 5 on the Panthers, 3 on your Pacers. In the midfield circle now, Cruz, who just checked in, setting up an attack. And the Panthers are on the move as the ball is in the box. And it's going to be stopped by Henson at the last second, or Hanson, I should say. But the Pacers are not able to clear it out. And finally, Seatlack tried to cross this one in. It was deflected out of play, and they're going to say it was the last touch by a member of the Pacers. And with that, Ferrum will have their second corner kick of the game coming up. On the right side of senior goalkeeper Matt Jones, we wait for the official call. And actually we'll have a stoppage of play as a member of your Pacers is down. As it will be number 28, Jerry Hanson, who is awaiting to receive attention from the trainers. And with that, we'll take a break as you're listening to William Peace University Women's Soccer on the Pacers Sports Network. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to this broadcast of William Peace University Athletics presented by the Athletics Communications Department on the Pacers Sports Network. As number 28, Jerry Hansen, has just been taken off the field as she's receiving treatment from the medical staff. As the Panthers get ready for their second corner kick of the game. And it's going to sail over to the left side and roll out a play. As Amanda Lane has checked in for Jerry Hansen, also for the Ferrum College Panthers. You've had Aubrey Hickson come on for James Daphne, and also Aubrey Billings for Amber Gillen. Under 12 minutes to play here in the first half, still tied up at 0-0. Off the goal kick from Matt Jones, I should say. Adams is running down. She finally takes a shot, and it's going to go in. And the Panthers score. And this time there's no doubt about that one, as number 15, freshman forward Jamie Adams, just took this one back and absolutely let it sail. As Matt Jones is trying to track it down, as there was an aerial attack coming from Adams. And the Panthers have scored first in this one with just over 11 and a half left to play here in the first half. Looking back on this way, the goal by Adams all started as Matt Jones had the goal kick. And Adams just tracked it down as she was the one that made first contact with it and then knocked down a member of the Pacers back line and then just set this one up and just let it fly. As it looked like it was Amanda Lane, who had just checked into the game, who was taken down by Adams. That allowed Adams to set up for a shot. And a beautiful shot by Adams as she set it up from her right foot, her dominant foot, and put this one above the head of Matt Jones as it fell just below the bar of the goal. And that's how we find ourselves here at the 10.5 minute mark with the Panthers leading 1-0. And now the Pacers look to respond quickly as they've picked up the passing a little bit. Under 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. Ferrum College has a 1-0 lead over your WPU Pacers. Pacers trying to control possession now at the midfield area. So Madison Williams will finally drop this one back as it's intercepted once again by Adams, and Adams is looking to do back-to-back damage against the Pacers. Adams crosses over. She's inside the box, has plenty of time to shoot. Finally does. A member of the Pacers get a body out in front. Pacers can't get the ball out. And as the official raises a flag, a foul is called. And it looks like it'll go against the Panthers. So far, just on that previous shot opportunity, the Pacers were moving backwards, not forwards, and that allowed Adams to intercept the ball and set up for another shot opportunity. She also had plenty of time to take that shot, as there was not a lot of pressure being applied from the Pacers back line. But the Pacers are able to escape this one and keep the deficit at only 1-0. Gabby Jones now on the attack now for the Pacers. She's moving in from the left side. She tries to slide it into the box. Her intended target was Kenworthy. Now the Pacers have an opportunity as Finkler comes running up, tries to put a shot on goal. And now the Panthers are right back on the Pacers' side of the field. Approaching the 7.5-minute mark here in this contest. As we have a substitution now for Ferrum. Cameron Kane will come on for Ashlyn Mitchum. And now in front of the Panthers bench, the Panthers come up with it after a battle for possession. Now the Panthers try to reset. Adams tries to pass it off to the right side. Ball is deflected. Adams gets it right back. Adams on the far side of the field going down the near sideline. Or the far sideline, I should say. She now crosses it into the box. It's going to take one hop over the head of one of her Panthers teammates. And Matt Jones will get ready to kick this one off. Matt Jones makes sure her teammates are set. Kicks this one off. It comes into the middle circle as Virgin was able to get a head on it. Good hustle there by Lily Bates to track that ball down and send it out of play before the Panthers could set up another attack. Just to the left of the Panthers bench. Panthers trying to set up pass opportunities. And now ball will be crossed in by, I believe, Adams, who got contact behind that one. It'll just go into the glove of Jones. Off the kick by Jones. Bonner's trying to get to it. Bonner puts a body on Feedison. Bonner tries to pass it off to Finkler, her intended target. But the Panthers' back line is there. As the ball is kicked away by Hintz. And goes back down on the Pacers' defensive side of the field. Under 5.5 left to play here in the first half. Pacers trail 1-0 on the Pacers Sports Network. And the ball right now is on the wrong side of the field for the Pacers as the Panthers are looking to add on to this 1-0 lead. Good job there by Dana Kenworthy to finally just stop the attack of the Panthers and send this one out right in front of us. Off the throw in by Woodward. Gabby Jones comes up with it. Jones now looking for a teammate to pass to. She sends a short pass to Kenworthy. Kenworthy now to Bonner. And now the Pacers are trying to pick up speed with their pass, and Bonner trying to give the go-ahead pass to Finkler, but before Finkler can get there, the ball is kicked away by Virgin. Panthers get possession back. That's Hickson with it, dictating the play. Passes it into the middle to Adams, who has the goal for the Panthers. And now a shot is taken by Cruz, and Jones is able to track this one down easily. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Jones kicks it off, puts a little bit under it and then some as this ball falls down to the midfield circle. Bonner comes up with it as she's battling against two Panthers members. And now the Panthers will just kick this one back to their goalkeeper, Hayes. Hayes will reset. She kicks over to the right side, goes over the head of Woodward. Gabby Jones quickly scoops it up, throws it in down the sideline to Finklia. Finklia battling Virgin. Virgin has the ball. Finklia applying pressure. And Virgin just lets this one roll out of play. Goal keep coming up for Hayes. Under 3 minutes to play here in the first half. Pacers trying to find the even goal here before heading into the half. Off the kick by Hayes. Jones gets a high kick up to it. Ball comes down into the possession of the Panthers. Panthers now just like that on the attack. On the far sideline, ball rolls out of play. Throw-in coming up for the Pacers. Two and a half left to play here in the first half. Now possession's actually going to go. It's actually going to be a free kick for the Pacers coming up. In front of the Panthers bench. Bates takes it. Bates to Finklia. Virgin is able to use the size difference to her advantage. But as the ball comes down, Jones gives it off to Finklia. Finklia trying to send the ball through the legs of Virgins. Instead, it goes off her legs to Gabby Jones. Gabby Jones to the right side of us towards the far quarter. And Jones wisely just kicks this off the foot or off the leg of Virgin. And the Pacers will have their first corner kick of today coming up with 90 seconds left to play here in the first half. Gabby Jones to the right side of us. Gives a signal. There's the kick. Line drive. Off the head of Virgin. Ball goes out of the box. Deasia Jones tries to get it back in the box. And now it finally rolls to the right side of Hayes for a goal kick coming up as we have 1 minute remaining in the first half. Pacer Nation, your WPU women's soccer team is back in action this Wednesday as they'll be traveling on the road to Brevard for their final non-conference game as they'll take on the Brevard College Tornadoes for a 5 p.m. kickoff. Your Pacers are right back here at Wake Med Soccer Park next Saturday to open up USA South Conference play as they'll host the Mary Baldwin University Fighting Squirrels for a 6 p.m. kickoff, and that game can be viewed right here on the Pacers Sports Network. 20 seconds remain here in the first half. And it looks like the Ferrum College Panthers will go into the half with the lead. Oh, hold on, a collision there, ball goes in. Waiting for the official signal from the ref. As a collision was made by Hayes. The ball did go in. It's going to be interesting to see if the official's going to call interference here on this kick. And Hayes is going to have to get medical attention. As we're going to take a break here as junior goalkeeper Abby Hayes of the Panthers is down. And during that break, we're going to wait to see if we can get official word on this goal counts. But for right now, we'll pause as you're listening to WPU Women's Soccer on the Pacers Sports Network. we're back here on the Pacer Sports Network. Junior goalkeeper Abby Hayes is up and she is walking off the field on her own power. We hope the best of luck to her and hope that is not anything too serious. As now junior goalkeeper number 0, Allie Austin, is going to be coming in. Let's take you back to that goal as it is going to count for your Pacers. It was Gabby Jones coming down the right sideline. She chipped this one in, and the intended target, it looked like, was Dana Kenworthy, as Dana Kenworthy did extend a leg to try and get a first touch on it, but the ball went over Kenworthy and instead bounced right in front of number 5, Brooke Bonner. And Brooke Bonner, as she was getting contact with it, also made contact with Abby Hayes. And the ruling on the field is going to be, since Hayes committed to coming out to try and stop the goal from being scored, that it is going to count. And with that, the Pacers have evened this one up going into the half. We have officially reached the end of the first half of action here at Wake Med Soccer Park. Our halftime score, it's all tied up now at 1 apiece between your William Peace Pacers and the Ferrum College Panthers. Coming up, we'll have a recap of the first half with analysis, stats, and more. But first, we're going to take a quick pause as we've reached halftime once again. Thank you for joining us as you're listening to coverage of your William Peace Pacers women's soccer team. We'll be right back with second half action on the Pacers Sports Network presented by the Athletic Communications Department. Or I'll pose like I'm actually calling something real quick. What do you mean? Oh, and record myself. Little candid shot right here. Welcome back to live stream coverage of your William Peace Pacers women's soccer team on the Pacers Sports Network, presented by the Athletic Communications Department of WPU. Our halftime score, the Pacers have evened it all up at 1-1. Let's take a look at the first half stats brought to us by GoPeacePacers.com for the latest news and updates. Game day previews to game recaps from William Peace University Athletics. Please visit GoPeacePacers.com. You can also like them on Facebook or follow the Pacers on Instagram and Twitter at GoPeacePacers.com. First half stats, Pacers have tied this one up at 1-1. The Pacers are currently being outshot by the Panthers at 7-5. Shots on goal in favor of the Pacers at 5-4. Corner kicks in favor of the Panthers at 2-1. Panthers have gotten a total of 7 fouls to the Pacers 3. And so far, Matt Jones of your Pacers has had a total of 3 saves. And Abby Hayes had a total of 4, although just before the first half ended, Abby Hayes was injured due to a collision. And so it is up to junior goalkeeper number 0, Allie Austin, to come in here and try to save this one for the Panthers. As the second half is underway, all tied up at 1-1. Coming to you live from Wake Med Soccer Park here in Cary. My name is Graham Hill. Thank you for joining us on the Pacer Sports Network. As the referee decided he wanted to get involved in play, and now we'll have a stoppage. And we'll have a free kick coming up for your Pacers. Lily Bates will take it. She kicks off to the right side. Goes to Brooke Bonner, who had the first goal for the Pacers. Pacers on the attack. Great shot opportunity there by Rachel Alford. Better save there by Allie Austin of the Panthers. Pacers right back on the attack. It's in the box. Randy Green takes a shot opportunity. Can't get it on the bad side. Abby Alford! Rachel Alford is there to score, and she gets past Allie Austin, and the Pacers have taken a 2-1 lead. Off the second chance opportunity provided by Randy Green, Rachel Alford is there at the right place, right time, and the Pacers take a 2-1 lead off Rachel Alford's second goal of the season. Talk about resilience there by the William Peace University Pacers, as they were just on the attack and they were not going to let off the pressure. And Allie Austin did a great job on the first initial shot provided by Randy Green. Just was not expecting the turnaround redirection by Rachel Alford. And not a good way for Allie Austin to debut in this second half, as now the Pacers have taken the lead in this one. But the Panthers are right back on the attack. Let's go back and break this goal down, as it was the Pacers attacking from the right side. Randy Green turned around, had her shot deflected, and then Rachel Alford was just right there off the second chance opportunity to just lay the ball in the bottom left-hand corner. And that's how the Pacers found themselves opening up this game and taking control with a 2-1 lead. Four minutes already gone so far in this one, as the Panthers are back on the attack. Free kick coming up for the Pacers. It'll be Lily Bates taking it on the far side of the field. There's a kick by Bates. It's going to go over the midfield line. It's going to be brought down by James of the Panthers. James now sending it through the middle to Mitchum. Mitchum now over to Adams. Adams is the only Panther member who has a goal so far in this contest for Ferrum. Randy Green knocks this ball out of play for the time being. Throw it coming up for the Panthers. Feedison feeds it to Adams, the intended target. Now the Panthers communicating well. As Setlak tried to cross this one in the box. Pace is there to cause a deflection. And now Rachel Alford sends it through to Bonner. But Virgin is there to get there before Bonner does. And sends this one back on the opposite side of the field. And the Pacers will just kick this one out. Throw in coming up for the Panthers on the right side of their bench. Gillen with it. Passes it down the far side of the field. Panthers pass it back up in the middle. And after Feedison passes it off, Bailey Walnut, the transfer, gets physical, knocks her down. Pacers can't get out of their area though. And the ball will just roll to the feet of Matt Jones. She'll pick it up and she'll get ready to kick this one off. Five minutes already played here in the second half. Pacers with a 2-1 lead off Rachel Alford's second goal of the season. Right here in front of us, ball is going to go out of play as there will be a throw-in coming up. Feedison is going to feed it to Setlak. Setlak immediately passes it down the right side of the field. Adams being challenged by Womack. Adam dumps it off to Kincaid. Kincaid sends it through to the right side of the field. Intended target for Kincaid is Mitchum. And Lily Bates gets to the ball before Mitchum does. Throw in coming up for the Panthers. Feedison throws it in to Adams. Adams gives it right back to Mitchum, who crosses it in. It goes over to the left side. No challenge there for Matt Jones. But the Panthers are still on the attack. Or excuse me, the stoppage in play has occurred. Foul called against Ferrum. Or actually, to say the ball rolled out of play, so it'll be a throw-in coming up for the Pacers. But the Panthers get it right back. Rogers, though, sends it out. Possession will remain with Ferrum. Brooke Bonner now sends the ball to Alford. Rainey Green approaching fastly, but Ferrum just kicks this one off. Deasia Jones, in front of her bench, gets ready to throw this one in. Throws it to Rogers. Rogers can't get a good first touch on it. Panthers recover. Panthers send it back to their back line. They'll reset. And now the through pass to the member of the Pacer back line. Good job there by Lily Bates to stop Kincaid from pursuing the attack. Kincaid now trying to hustle it down. Panthers remain within possession. Kincaid passes it to the middle side. And now the Panthers will switch field right here in front of us. Feedison doing all she can to run that ball down. She can't get to it in time. Throw-in coming up for the Pacers. .36.5 of the play here in this contest. Pacers control a 2-1 lead over the Ferrum College Panthers. There's a throw in by Womack to Green. Green to Arnold. Arnold chases the ball down, challenges Feedison. Feedison to Virgin. Feedison with it again. She passes it into the middle to Setlak. Setlak can't get a good first touch on it. Throw in coming up for the Pacers. Bailey Womack right here in front of us. Throws it in. High arc and throw off the head of Arnold. Falls down to Delaney. Delaney Passes it to Bonner. Bonner chasing it down the far side of the field. And it will be Woodward of the Panthers who will just let this ball run out of play. Throw in coming up for the Panthers. Pacer Nation, don't forget your WPU women's soccer team is back in action this Wednesday as they'll be traveling on the road to Brevard, North Carolina for their final non-conference game as they'll take on the Brevard College Tornadoes for a 5 p.m. kickoff. Your Pacers will be back here at Wake Med Soccer Park next Saturday to open up USA South Conference play as they'll host the Mary Barwin University Fighting Squirrels for a 6 p.m. kickoff, and that game can be viewed right here on the Pacers Sports Network on the WPU Athletics YouTube channel. 35-10 left to play here in this contest. Pacers looking to even up their overall record at 2-2. They have 35 minutes left to accomplish that goal as they control a 2-1 lead over the Panthers. Throw in coming up for the Pacers on the far side to the right of the bench. Deasia Jones gets some footage behind it, throws it in, and the Panthers immediately kick it right back out. Free kick coming up for the Panthers. Great high arcing kick there as Rogers gets ahead on it. And this will go to the left of Matt Jones. And the Panthers will get ready for their fourth quarter kick of the afternoon. On the far quarter, it looks like it's going to be Adam that's going to take this. It's going to be a low drive kick. And the Pacers immediately get bodies out in front to stop a shot attempt from happening. And they send this one right back out of play and force the Panthers to rely on a throw-in. Far side of the field now. Panthers now working it to the middle. Feedison with it. She backs off. Brady Green challenging her. Feedison tries to get it back into the middle. Great job there by Walnut to stop the attack from pursuing. Pacers trying to get it down at midfield. They do. Alfred now tries to send it through to Green. And it will be Feedison of the Panthers who will stop Green from getting to the ball. Walnut right here in front of us where your Pacers sends it back to Green. Green off the first initial touch comes down to Arnold. Arnold passes it off to Alfred. Alfred back to Green. Green back to Alfred. Alfred in the middle. Sends it to the right side to Delaney. Delaney tries to get it through to Bonner. Can't do so. Bonner gives it back to Delaney. Delaney, short pass to Bonner. Bonner puts it in. It goes over the net. Good opportunity. Three pass on the ground to Green. Green tried to pass it all to the right side of Finklia. Finklia couldn't hold on to it. Panthers get it back right here in the midfield circle. It's Mitchum with it. Mitchum trying to get it into the Pacers back line area of the field. Panthers still in the attack. Mitchum with it. Moving over to the left side. She passes it off. Now in the middle is James. James takes a shot and just sends this one way over the goal with no worries at all for Matt Jones. .24 minutes remaining in this contest. Matt Jones with a goal kick. Goes over the head of Arnold, comes down to the Panthers. Pacers though try to get the ball back in the midfield circle as Woodward just brush off Finklia. Panthers keep possession. Setlak to Feedison. Feedison trying to feed the ball through, but Arnold gets a touch on it. Sends this one out of play. Feedison This time throws it into Mitchum. Mitchum has the ball taken away from her from Green. Panthers lose the ball momentarily. Pacers send it back to their back line. Womack to Green. Off the head of Green. Ball goes into the midfield circle. Finkler now running for it. Panthers get it back. Setlak chips it off to the left side. Nobody there. Member of the Panthers finally get to it. Good move there. Shot taken. And it will just go behind the goal of the Pacers.